you're all here, let's talk about year-round Pell for a minute. We're hopeful still. I think almost everybody on the appropriating committee and lots of members who aren't, that when we make the final spending decision for the rest of this year, that we'll have updated that with the debate and the bills we worked out last year. And one of the things that we were able to add was to go back to year-round Pell. You mentioned that, Dr. Tucker, but others may have something to add too. Just give me some more ammunition of the value of year-round Pell, which we had for several years, until about 8 years ago, and what happens when you have that Pell gap in the summer. And anybody that wants to add to this particular topic, it may be the last topic we get to today, but there will be some questions that may be submitted after today, depending on what Senator Manchin may want to ask. Go ahead.
I can give you one more piece of ammunition, Senator. Try to have a conversation with an employer about why we can't keep a training program during the summertime so that they can hire people, because there's no summer Pell, and so our students can't get the financial aid they need to be successful. It's a very confusing conversation to have for employers who don't live in that world and don't understand it. They need people, they need trained people, and they need them in positions. And I just think fundamentally we oughtn't to be having restrictions in place that prohibit us from putting people into the workplace when we know that we need them to be there.
I would just add that it's very difficult to be nimble as an employer and to respond to immediate and emerging trends when you don't have access to the funding to be able to train the people that you need to hire immediately.
Well, I think both those comments are very helpful. You know, we've mostly been focused on the clearly demonstrated idea that if you're in school, particularly if you're an adult returning to school or somebody, first person in your family to go to college, that if you can stay, whatever you've got working for you, if you can keep that working, you dramatically impact the likelihood that you'll finish. But this employer edition of how, okay, we need to take a summer break in this training program because we don't have the Pell support that we'd have in these training programs